All right, the big focus this morning is the by-poll in Srinagar. The stage is set for the by-polls to Srinagar Lok Sabha seat today. There is direct fight between National Conference President Farooq Abdullah and ruling PDP's Nazir Ahmad Khan. At least 13.6 lakh voters are eligible to cast their votes today to decide the fate of 9 candidates, including Farooq Abdullah and Nazir Ahmad Khan. Tight security has been put in place as separatists and terror groups have given a boycott call against these by-polls. Hizbul Mujahideen has even released a threat video asking voters to stay away from these elections. All the 1,559 polling stations have been declared as sensitive. 50 paramilitary companies will be deployed outside the polling booths to maintain law and order and deal with any untoward incident. Ahead of the polling, the authorities have blocked internet services as a precautionary measure. The by-polls to Srinagar Lok Sabha seat have been necessitated after PDP's Tariq Ahmed Kara, who was elected in 2014, resigned as a Lok Sabha member last year. All right, for more on this, I'm joined by India Today's Shuja Ulaq. Shuja, amid tension, amid violence, the Srinagar seat is going to vote today. Yesterday, we heard that the polling team, which was carrying EVMs, was attacked. So how are the security arrangements looking like this morning?
Well, that's right. It's a very tense, atmosphere in which the polling is going to, happen in Srinagar constituency. So far, what we have given to understand is that a huge deployment of security forces has been made, all across the polling stations and otherwise as well. And it has been, a very strict vigil is being maintained all across sensitive areas. Yesterday there were some incidents of violence, but today the authorities have, as a precautionary measure, blocked the internet service on mobile phones, and one can see a massive, presence of security forces, which includes the paramilitary forces and the J&K police. Let's remember, it's a very high voltage battle because there are big wigs like Dr. Farooq Abdullah who are fighting this election, and also it comes immediately after the unrest that we saw in 2016. So a lot of eyes would be on this election as to how it goes by.
All right, thank you so much, Shuja, for that update. Shifting focus, the voting for 10 assembly constituencies and 1 Lok Sabha seat across 9 states will begin shortly. In Delhi, by-polls are being held in the Rajouri Garden Assembly seat. Congress's Meenakshi Chandela is pitted against Akali Dal BJP's joint candidate Manjinder Singh Sirsa and Aam Aadmi Party's Harjeet Singh in a 3-cornered contest on the seat. The seat fell vacant early this year after Aam Aadmi Party's Jarnail Singh quit as MLA to contest Punjab Assembly elections against Akali Dal patron Prakash Singh Badal, which he lost. In Karnataka, by-elections are taking place for Nanjagud and Gundlupet assembly segments. In West Bengal, by-polls are being held in Kanti Dakshin assembly seat of East Midnapur district. The by-elections are also taking place for 1 seat each in Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh, Assam, Jharkhand and 2 in Madhya Pradesh. All right, so crucial elections taking place in almost 8 states, including Delhi, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Assam, West Bengal. Remember, in Delhi, it's a 3-way fight between the BJP, Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. The Aam Aadmi Party faces a big litmus test. The BJP has to revive itself, and for Congress, it's a battle for survival. Remember, there's not even a single MLA of the Congress in the Delhi Assembly, and it is also seen as a big contest ahead of the MCD elections. It's seen as a mini trailer. And in Karnataka also, by-polls are taking place in 2 very crucial seats where the BJP and Congress are facing a litmus test. I'm joined by Nolan Pinto for more on the by-polls in Karnataka. Nolan, it's down to, a prestige battle between the Congress and the BJP, and just ahead of the elections, we are getting those videos that's surfacing, and both parties are alleging each other of bribing voters. So how are preparations looking now? It's a big test for both the parties.
It's an acid test actually for both the parties, for both the BJP and the Congress, considering the fact that in 2018 the state will actually head to polls So it's a prestigious issue for both Chief Minister Srinagar as well as B.S. Yediyurappa. We must remember that B.S. Yediyurappa has been campaigning in both these assembly segments for almost a month now. Chief Minister Srinagar deputed all his ministers. You're talking about all the ministers. Each minister was given in charge of another bunch of 10 other ministers in each of the assembly segments. And the Chief Minister himself also, for almost more than a week on, or I can just say for 10 days, campaigned in both Nanjangud as well as Gundlupet. Now let me put it this way. In Gundlupet, its sympathy factors might work for the Congress because it was a sitting minister, a Lingayat, passed away. He was in charge there for so many decades, so there are chances that the Congress might wrest power once more. But in Nanjangud, it's not going to be easy because Srinagar Prasad, who was earlier with the Congress, defeated the present Congress candidate who was with the JDS. Now he jumped ship to the BJP, that is Srinagar Prasad, and the person, the individual, the candidate who lost to him last time around, is now fighting against him from the Congress seat. For Srinagar Prasad, it's all a matter of respect. You must remember why he decided to do this. He says he was unceremoniously dropped from the cabinet during the recent cabinet reshuffle, and hence this was about respect. Now, it started at 7 o'clock in the morning, polling. It will go on until about 5 in the evening. Both the assembly segments have been turned into mini fortresses. We're told that 20 polling booths are hypersensitive, so there will be videographed and online election commission officials will be able to actually keep track of what's happening over there. So on the 13th of April, that is when the results will come out and we will know what really happens. But if the BJP manages to get even one seat over there, it will make a big difference for B.S. Yediyurappa.
All right, thank you so much, Nolan, for that update. We will come back to you for that crucial by-election in Karnataka. We also have Shalini Lobo, who's joining me live from Delhi, where it's seen as a mini trailer for the MCD elections. Before the MCD elections, Shalini, it's a three-way fight between the Aam Aadmi Party, which faces a big litmus test. For Congress, it's a battle for survival, and for BJP, it is about revival. So how are things looking at Rajouri Garden?
Repeat the question again, please.
Okay, we seem to have some technical glitch with that audio line with Shalini Lobo. We will try and connect with her, but like I said, it's a huge battle for all the three stakeholders in Delhi: the Aam Aadmi Party, the Congress and the BJP. Shifting focus to another big story, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath will be in Delhi today to attend the Interstate Council meeting. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh will chair the 11th Standing Committee meeting of the Interstate Council today. Important issues like creation of a unified agricultural market for the nation and measures to involve the states more closely in planning and delivery of services, among others, will figure during the meeting. The meeting, which is being convened after a gap of 12 years, will discuss the recommendations of the Punchi Commission on Centre-State Relations. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is likely to ask for more central funds in view of his government waiving off the loans for small farmers. Shifting focus to another big story, raising the pitch for building of Ram Temple in Ayodhya, Union Minister Uma Bharti has said that she is even ready to hang herself for the sake of Ram Mandir. Speaking to the media after meeting UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Uma Bharti said that Ram Temple is a matter of belief for her. Asked if the issue of Ram Temple construction in Ayodhya figured in the talks with Adityanath, she said both of them were not strangers to the issue and they don't need to discuss it. The BJP minister said that since the matter is pending in the Supreme Court, she would refrain from speaking much on it, but pointed out that the apex court has noted that the matter could be resolved outside the court. Uma Bharti's fresh remarks on Ram Temple have come just days after the Supreme Court reserved its order on a petition seeking restoration of conspiracy charges against her and other BJP leaders, including L.K. Advani and Murli Manohar Joshi, in the Babri Masjid demolition case.
मैंने राम जन्मभूमि आंदोलन में भागीदारी की है, मैं इससे कभी पीछे नहीं हटी हूँ। मैंने कभी खेद व्यक्त नहीं किया है, मैंने कभी कोई प्रायश्चित नहीं किया है इसका, बल्कि इस पर गर्व महसूस किया है, संतोष महसूस किया है। और राम मंदिर के निर्माण के लिए मुझे जेल जाना पड़े मैं जाऊंगी, मुझे फांसी पर लटकना पड़े मैं लटकूंगी।
As chorus grows against the practice of triple talaq, Vice President Hamid Ansari's wife, Salma Ansari, has said that just saying talaq thrice doesn't amount to divorce. She said that there is nothing like triple talaq in Quran. She added that women in India are being misguided over the issue and they should read the holy book themselves to clear their doubts. Ansari said that women should not believe everything they are told by the clerics.
अगर जिन्होंने कुरान नहीं पढ़ा उनको मालूम ही नहीं है। बात तो ये ना कि आप अरबी में कुरान पढ़ती हैं और ट्रांसलेशन तो पढ़ते नहीं हैं आप लोग। जो मौलाना ने कहा, मुल्ला ने कहा, वो आपने मान लिया। कुरान पढ़ के देखिए, हदीस पढ़िए। मैं तो ये कहती हूँ कि औरतों में इतनी अपनी हिम्मत होनी चाहिए कि खुद कुरान पढ़ें, उसके बारे में सोचें, उसके बारे में नॉलेज हासिल करें कि रसूल ने क्या कहा, शरीयत क्या कहता है। किसी को ऐसे ही नहीं फॉलो करना चाहिए। सबसे बड़ा जो रास्ता दिखाने वाला है वो कुरान है।
Home buyers who had invested in JP wish towns are up in arms against the construction giant for not delivering project on time. The angry home buyers staged a massive protest outside the house offices premises of the builders. Buyers have claimed that the MD of the construction group has given an assurance that clear picture of the status of all 35,000 wish town apartments and its avenues for funding of the project completion will be given in the next 15 days. Though the protesters dispersed soon after they were given assurance by the MD of the construction group, however, an FIR has been lodged against the builder.
90% पेमेंट करिए, हम आपको फ्लैट दे देंगे। 2 साल से ऊपर हो गए। उन्होंने कहा अगर हम लेट होते हैं तो आपको इंटरेस्ट हम और देंगे, एडजस्ट करेंगे, आप 10% हमारा बाकी देना है। इन्होंने एश्योरेंस दिया। हम चक्कर इतने रोज काटते हैं, ये ना तो हमारी बात सुनते हैं, ना पैसा देते हैं, ना कमिटमेंट करते हैं। हम क्या करें? वो सारा पैसा हमने लोन पे उठा रखा है।
2013 में मैंने बुकिंग करी थी, 2016 में इन्होंने पोजीशन देने का बोला था। उसके बाद भी अभी तक पोजीशन नहीं दिया। वो प्रोजेक्ट इन्होंने स्क्रैप कर दिया है। उसके बाद में इन्होंने लास्ट ईयर अप्रैल में मेरे से सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स ले लिए। मेरी ऑलमोस्ट 8 लाख की पेमेंट हो चुकी है। इन्होंने सारे जितने भी डॉक्यूमेंट थे, रिसीप्ट थी, सब वापस ले लिया और बोला कि आपको सितंबर 2016 में सारे पैसे विद इंटरेस्ट वापस हो जाएंगे। इतना टाइम हो गया, 1 साल हो गया मुझे पैसे सारी चीज़ें डॉक्यूमेंट दिए हुए, आज तक इन्होंने एक पैसा भी मुझे नहीं दिया है।